The lantern sways gently with the motion of the ship, its warm light tracing slow arcs across the wooden deck. The sea is calm tonight, only a soft, steady rhythm against the hull. You are already here. There is nothing to prepare for, nothing to follow. Only the quiet movement of water and light. The ship rises slowly beneath you, then settles again. In a steady, familiar rhythm, each motion complete before the next begins. There is no rush in it, no sudden shift, only a slow, repeating pattern that continues without effort. The wood beneath your feet is smooth, worn by time, holding a quiet warmth from the lantern's glow. It does not move sharply. It moves with the ship, gently and without resistance. Just beyond the rail, the ocean stretches outward, dark and unbroken. It does not call for attention. It does not change. It simply moves in long, patient swells. Water meets the hull, then slips away again. Soft, even, without interruption. Again and again. The sound remains the same. The motion remains the same. Nothing builds, nothing fades. Above, the sky opens wide. Scattered stars remain still, quiet and distant. They do not shift. They do not flicker. They remain exactly as they are. There is no pattern to follow, no need to count them, only their presence, held in stillness. The sails are full, but relaxed. Canvas breathing slowly, expanding, then easing. Each movement measured and complete. The wind does not press. It does not pull. It simply passes, steady and calm. The lantern sways again. A small movement, then stillness. Its glow remains constant. It does not brighten. It does not dim. It remains as it has been. You do not need to look beyond it. There is nothing waiting there, nothing to understand, nothing to follow. The ship continues, the sea continues, the sky remains, and within all of it, you can begin to let go. The motion does not change. The swell rises beneath the ship, lifting it gently, then lowering it again. There is space between each movement. Time enough for stillness. Time enough to rest within it. The sound continues. Water meeting the hull, then fading again. Soft and steady. The air moves lightly across the deck. Cool and even. It passes without resistance, without demand. The rigging shifts slightly. A quiet sound. Then stillness again. Nothing interrupts. Nothing requires attention. Everything continues as it has been. The lantern sways once more, then settles. Its light remains near, a small, steady presence. Within the wider dark, you can rest your attention there, or let it drift away. There is no need to hold it, no need to follow anything at all. The ship moves, the sea moves, the night remains. And within that, you can simply stay, for as long as you like, in the quiet rhythm of the ocean. The motion does not change. The swell rises beneath the ship, lifting it gently, before easing it down again. There is no interruption, no variation, only the same slow rhythm, repeating without effort. The lantern continues its quiet sway. A small movement, then stillness. Its light remains steady, unchanged, resting softly across the deck. The wood beneath you holds firm. It shifts with the ship, but never suddenly. Only a slow, predictable movement that settles as soon as it begins. Water meets the hull again, then slips away. The sound is soft, even, and familiar. Again and again. Nothing builds, nothing fades. The pattern continues exactly as it has been. Above, the stars remain still, distant points of light, unchanging. Quiet. They do not move. They do not call for attention. They simply remain as they are. The sails hold their shape, canvas breathing slowly, expanding, then easing again. The wind passes through them without effort, without strain. Only continuation. The air moves lightly across the deck, cool and even. It does not press. It does not shift. It simply passes, then settles again. The rigging answers quietly, a soft tone. Then stillness. No sharp sound, no sudden movement, only presence. The lantern sways again, then steadies. Its glow remains near, a small point of warmth. Within the wider dark, you can rest your attention there, or let it drift away. There is nothing to hold, nothing to follow, nothing that requires thought. The ship continues forward, not quickly, not slowly, only steadily. The sea carries it, the wind supports it, and together they remain in balance. The swell rises again, then falls, each motion complete before the next begins. There is space within it, time enough to rest, time enough to let go. The sound continues, water against wood, then quiet again, the same rhythm repeating, unchanged, unbroken, and because of that, You do not need to do anything at all. You can simply remain within the motion, carried without effort, drifting without direction. The lantern sways once more, then settles again. Its light remains constant, and the night holds it all. The night continues without change. The sea holds its steady rhythm. The swell rises, then settles again. Just as before, there is no difference now, no shift to notice, only the same gentle motion, repeating without end. The ship follows it, lifted, then lowered, again and again. Each movement familiar, each one expected. The lantern sways softly, then steadies. Its glow remains quiet, unchanged. Resting across the deck, the wood beneath you is still, not unmoving, but steady within the motion. It carries the rhythm without resistance. The sound of the water continues, a soft meeting, then release. Again and again, nothing sharper, nothing louder, only the same quiet pattern, returning each time. The air remains calm. It passes gently across the deck, cool and even. There is no shift in it, no change to follow, only presence. The sails hold their form, canvas rising slightly, then easing again. The wind moves through them, as it has all along, without effort, without demand, only continuation. Above, the stars remain still, distant and quiet. They do not move. They do not fade. They remain exactly as they are. The horizon is not visible. There is no edge to follow, only the sense of distance, stretching outward without end. The ship continues. The sea continues. The night remains. And within all of it, nothing asks for your attention. Nothing requires you to stay alert. Nothing needs to be understood. The motion continues. The sound continues. And you can begin to let go a little more. There is nowhere to be, no next moment to reach, only this one, already unfolding, as it always has. The swell rises, then falls again, slow and even. The sound follows, then fades. The lantern sways, then settles. The same pattern repeating again and again. And as it continues, you can rest within it. There is nothing to hold, nothing to follow. Only the quiet rhythm of the ocean carrying you gently through the night.